Hybrid vehicles accounted for over 20% of all new cars sold in the country in the first half of the year, according to industry data, while sales of diesel models decreased sharply.
올해 상반기 국내에서 판매된 신차의 20%가 하이브리드 차량이며 디젤 차량의 판매량은 급격히 감소했다는 업계 조사 결과가 나왔습니다. Tell us more.
Right, so they're saying that these hybrid models have become very popular globally as of late because EVs or electric vehicles are facing a sort of stagnation in demand due to infrastructure shortages and other factors. So they say that hybrid vehicles accounted for over 20% of all new cars sold in the country in the first half of the year, while sales of diesel models decreased sharply. And this is according to the automotive market tracker Carl's U, and the number of newly registered hybrid passenger vehicles during the January to June period was tallied at 187,903 units, and that accounted for 22.9, so nearly 23% of all new registrations, while the sales for diesel cars, it accounted for about 9.3% of the total, and they're saying that the sales of diesel models dropped about 54.8, so about 55% from last year.
Yeah. Now, I have to say, I also drive a hybrid. I got my car about 5 years ago, and I love it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it goes into the EV mode every now and then, but I don't need to charge it like an electric vehicle.
Right.
I just need to fill her up at the normal gas station as you would a gasoline car.
Right.
You know, just like any other what's the name for it? Auto combustion car? Is that the name?
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's nothing new in terms of how I run it.
Yeah.
And yet it is very quiet. And so it's, I really
You're
I'm happy
liking
with
it.
my choice, yeah.
Do you think, so what are some advantages and do you think there are disadvantages or do you only see advantages?
For me, I've seen way more advantages than disadvantages because it's very much like just having a gasoline car, but then...
Does it save you money?
It saves me money because I don't go to the gas station as much.
often.
Yeah, but I guess you pay for that.
The car.
When you buy the car
Right, it's a little more
initially.
expensive, yeah.
All right, so what's a vehicle, Karen?
A vehicle. Vehicle is like a car or any sort of thing that's used for transporting. It could be people or goods, especially on land. So as we mentioned, car, but a truck could also be a vehicle. A cart could also be a vehicle as well.
Exactly. 교통수단, 차량, vehicle이라고 하죠. V-E-H-I-C-L-E. 자, 그리고 decrease sharply.
Right. When something decreases sharply, it means it goes down very dramatically or very quickly. So when something is decreasing, it means to make or become smaller or fewer in size, amount, intensity, or degree. And we say when this is done sharply, it means by great degree or with a sudden and marked change dramatically.
Exactly. 자, 그러니까 급격히 줄다라는 뜻입니다. Decrease sharply. And earlier on, I think I meant to say a combustion engine, not an auto combustion. But then again, you know, I've been driving for so long, and yet I
we don't
don't
think
know
about it,
much
right?
about cars at all.
It's just a gasoline-run car.
It moves.
Yeah.
That's all I know. And I drive it.
Yeah.
Oh dear. All right. One other thing, of course, to keep in mind when you have words to do with cars is that the steering wheel is not called a handle, it's called a wheel.
Yeah.
All right, here's the first headline again. Hybrid vehicles accounted for over 20% of all new cars sold in the country in the first half of the year, according to industry data, while sales of diesel models decreased sharply. Here's our next headline.